Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Dell Latitude 14 3420. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your memory. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. Now, all the screws you need to remove in the bottom case are noted by the red arrows. These screws are captive screws, which means even after unscrewing them, they do not come out of that bottom case. After unscrewing them, you will take a small flat pry tool and you will insert it into the seam between the bottom case and the computer, and you'll gently pry that bottom case off from the rest of the computer. It's generally best to start out back near one of the two corners and work your way down the sides to the front. Try not to put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies, as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Your battery is right down here near the bottom of my screen. It's held in by the screws near the red arrows and plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. As you see near the blue arrow, there's a piece of tape that goes from the battery itself over the plug. You can use that almost as a little pull tab. So peel it off of the battery and then use it to help pull down to get that plug out of that port. As far as storage, this computer has a couple different options. As noted by the red arrow, there is a single M.2 port here, PCIe NVMe Gen 4 solid-state drives. This can take 2230 or 2280 size drives. I will have all this information below in the description if you need it for your reference, but I will also include several replacement and upgrade options for you in that link I told you about, with all of the tools, supplies, and replacement parts for this computer. The way to operate these drives, as you see near the blue arrow, there's a screw there. After taking that screw out, you can take out this smaller size 2230 drive. And then near the other blue arrow, you can see where you would screw in the larger size 2280 drives. In that list of upgrade and replacement parts, I will have several options here. For the smaller 2230s, I will have a 125 gigabyte and a 512 gigabyte in case you just need to replace a bad drive, but you don't want to spend more than you have to. I will also include an upgraded 1 terabyte, again, for that smaller 2230 size. As far as the larger 2280s, I will have a 500 gigabyte option, a 1 terabyte, a 2 terabyte, and a 4 terabyte upgrade option. If you're using the smaller size battery, that will free up this area here, and you can actually get a 2.5-inch SATA drive, hard drive or solid state drive to fit there. Below in that list, I will include the SATA ribbon cable connector so you can plug that drive into your motherboard. And I will also include several options for both the hard drive and solid state drive. For the hard drive, I'll have a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. And for the solid state, I'll have a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte as well. And if you guys really want to upgrade your storage and use an external drive, I will also have a couple large external drive options in that list. Also, keep in mind, if you are installing a new drive onto this computer, you may need to install an operating system onto it afterwards. I will have video tutorial links below in the description showing you how to do that. Also, be aware that if you're replacing a drive that has gone bad, it's usually possible to recover data even from those bad drives. I will have more information about that below in the description as well. And lastly, as long as you're in your computer, check out near the blue arrows, this is your RAM. RAM is a large part of your computer's speed and performance ability, and this computer has a good amount of RAM upgrades available. If you want more information on how to upgrade this RAM, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll explain more about that. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please feel free. I try to check those a couple times a day at least. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.